Welcome everybody. We're about to change the narrative. You know what I mean? A lot of times, in order to really accomplish what you're going to accomplish, you got to be able to willing to put the work in. So we're changing the narrative because we're bringing out our organization, we're bringing out ourselves. So this is going to be the fourth of BDG. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm all about foundation. And I might ruffle little feathers by the time we make the step our game up. A lot of people want to talk about this, that, and the third, but I don't see people doing anything. But that's why sometimes you just got to get back to the basics. Get in the gym, lock yourself in the gym, and work. So during this time, when I fell back off of social media, and I'm glad that I'm back, I started a business, even though it was just through a foundation. And it was just all about, you know what I mean, the fundraising part of the foundation. So at the end of the day, I'm coming to get them government grants. Government, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And I want to let people know, when you just sit back and you put the work in, and you start something from bottom, from you, how far it could go. So even when I'm talking about foundation, my wife could tell you a lot about it. Yeah, I got 2 degrees, and I could have made money if I wanted to. But just looking at people, and look how people look at titles, which divide our country to this day, is titles, because that creates entitlement. But I was all about building a foundation, because I knew what I wanted. And I started seeing the work that I had to put in. And I couldn't start anything if I didn't start foundation, as far as being a man, being a husband, being a father. I couldn't do anything. And that's what this organization is all about. We're not about no middlemen. We're not looking for help for anybody. If y'all want to help, help. Because we're about to put the work in for y'all. So even when it comes to terms with my wife, I had to love my wife the way she needed to be loved. And then the want came after. Because at the end of the day, she's her own individual. So I had to build her up, just like I'm working to build everybody else out there up that want help. So it always starts with the foundation. And that's what we're about. So we're using this time on the 4th of July. Because some people celebrate it and some people don't. And like I said, I'm about to make people step their game up. Because even the people that don't celebrate it, that don't think they celebrate it, y'all celebrate it. Because y'all still take that time off. Y'all still take that pay. So if you don't celebrate it, you know what? The money that you get for the 4th of July, donate it. Because I'm here to make people step their game up. I hear a lot of people talking about what's going on, but what are y'all really doing about it? Honestly, what are y'all really doing about it? I hear a lot of talking. The dialogue opened up. But what are y'all really doing about it? I'm going to tell you what we're doing about it. And regardless if we get the government help or not, we're going to continue to do it. So we basically started our own business. T-shirts, custom made. I'm telling y'all, I've been posting stuff, and I told y'all before I was giving out stuff, this, that, and the third for free. Now, it's some type of cost to it. And we all about custom made. We all about the DNA. So at the end of the day, even with the foundation, that's why I miss the foundation. Because I believe in no matter what, it has to be a foundation with it. It has to be. Because if there's no foundation, there's no stability. You have nothing to fall back on. So that's why, at the end of the day, I want everybody to know. Because I'm about to start posting stuff, a lot of stuff, to let you know what I've been doing the time that I've been off. Because I've been trying to tell people, don't wait, be still. And I've been still. And I'm going off everything that I ever learned. All the books I've read, all the people I met, all the places I live, all the places I've been. I got a lot of experiences up in here. Like I tell people, I even got a lot of stuff in the vote. So we just getting started with this. With or without people help, we gonna make it happen. But my thing is, I'm about to make y'all step y'all game up. Like I said, I had to go to my boy Kobe earlier. And he said once he realized when he got to the league, and he realized people wasn't putting as much work like he thought it was, he gave the, that's how I'm feeling now. So listen, this is a friendly competition. Probably the greatest competition that any of y'all probably ever faced. Because you're going to have to step your game up. A lot of times, if you don't watch me, it's fine. If you don't listen to me, it's fine. You're missing out. But I know the ones that do, and the ones that's dogs, let's make it poppin'. It's not about talking anymore. We about doing. And at the end of the day, I understand a lot of people do things like they think we doing, even though we doing something like nobody else done before. We all about groundwork. We gonna put all the groundwork in. I promise you that. We gonna put all the groundwork in. We gonna give people to want to do for this organization. Cause that's what's gonna make it happen. You gotta wanna do for this. This is not something that you just wake up and you just, nah. You gotta wanna do this. If you blessed and you really believe you blessed, even if you're not supporting this organization, you should be supporting other organizations if you say you blessed. Even like me and my wife. Yeah, you know what? My wife made me step my game up. Listen, she'll let you know this right now. We'll go back to the first time I ever really said, you know what I mean, when I was in love with you. Shout out to Musical Soul Child, Teach Me. And when she'll tell you, I had to be to work the next day. I called her probably like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. For whatever reason, I'm listening to the song. And it was talking me, teach me how to love you. You know? So when I got to a house, of course, first of all, this when you know you're doing your thing, fellas. When you call a lady and she had to be to work too, and she act like she not sleep, first of all, that's the starting point. But even when I went over there, you know what I mean, and she was welcoming, and she just welcoming it all in, and she started to show me how to love her. Now, on her part, it was good and bad. Because what she showed me is how I needed to love her. So she didn't even take into account what she was going to have to go through. But after the need was out the way, then I was able to love her the way she wanted to be loved. And that's the foundation right now. We front line. We Spartan, King Unitas. I'm King Unitas. I'm gonna be on the front line. Yes, I got the mind of a boss and this, that, and the third, but by heart, I'm a worker. So anybody coming to the organization, this is what they have. This is the face. I'm the type of person, even if I go do something, I'm gonna be like, y'all work, I'm gonna be in the yard with y'all. A lot of times people coming to me like, yo, I don't even know who running this organization. I got this out there for her. I don't know who running this organization or whatever the case is. And I'm be like, nah, I don't know either, but my man sound like he aight or whatever the case is. And I'm gonna be working right beside him. Cause I learned a saying, and I had to turn a saying around. They say you can't make a horse drink even when you bring him to the water. But you can put salt in his oats to make him thirsty. That's why we here. We just here to plant seeds and make people thirsty. God got everybody else after us to help them find the water. But I guarantee you, if you get intrigued in this organization and what we about, you go get thirsty. I guarantee you, God is going to put that other person in your life to help you find the water. At that point, it's all about how you're going to drink or where you're going to drink from. Like I said, we not here just to portray. At the end of the day, if you want to test us, please do. Because you're going to show me how real I am. You're going to show her how real she is. The rest of the board members, my sister Tasha, my brother Bayo, my sister Star, who's a consultant, who is a consultant, who's helping us out. Please test us. It's only gonna make us better. But at the end of the day, y'all need to step y'all game up. This is not the time to be sugarcoating anything. Please don't sugarcoat anything. We don't need that right now. Not sugarcoating. You know what I mean? We gotta keep it real, and we gotta keep on pushing. But if you keep it real, you gotta be able to put that real work in. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be hard to outwork me. My will is ridiculous. And like I said, anybody that wanna test it, test it. I'm good with that. Because we're not doing what other people doing. Look, we starting this from ourselves. We start our business in our own house. We're not looking for any help. So now when we go pitch it to the government, we already letting them know what we doing. And we gonna let them know, you know what? We could be doing this, that, and the third if we just had a little more help. We winning already, and we gonna do it regardless. So before I hit y'all, because it's about to get real crazy, I got a lot of stuff in the vote, and what I've been doing is gonna continue to get better. So before I hit y'all, get ready to strap up. And just be real with yourself. Are you really working that hard? Are you really doing what you're saying you're doing? Or do you got other itinerary motives? And it's fine. But about this, and you about helping, and you want to talk about COVID-19 and Black Lives Matter, so be it. Because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people my age and older, even a little younger, I'm gonna tell you the secret. These young kids ain't no joke. I promise you. These young kids is not no joke. Even though they do feel entitlement, they willing to speak up. Now, that could go left if we don't teach them where to put that energy at, because they got it. I'm telling you, these young kids is not taking no for an answer. They gonna stand up, but if it go left, it's because of us. We not teaching them how to use that energy. We not teaching them that. It's on us. We're supposed to combine our wisdom with their energy. I'm telling you, them kids ain't no joke, yo. Listen. I used to always compare myself to the kids and how we grew up and how they grew up. Yo, listen, they growing up in a different time. And I'm telling you, them kids is a problem. So it's not about telling them anything. We have to show them. And we about to do that. So I pray, anybody that's just got that competitive spirit, I pray, I'm telling you, to step your game up. Because if you don't, at this time, when it's about the bottom, we gonna be winning and we gonna leave y'all. I want everybody to come with us, but we gonna leave y'all. because we know what it takes. We here. We started from the bottom. When I met my wife, she ain't have nothing, I ain't have nothing. And yeah, we doing okay for ourselves, but we about to start doing a whole lot better. Because we have to be. We have to do better. Because if we don't do better, how are we gonna help other people to do better? So even starting the clothes drive. I began clothes together, whatever. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example. My wife's been telling me to clean out the closet or whatever the case is. You know, a lot of our closets are pretty much the same. There's a lot of stuff in there that we didn't wear for years or whatever the case was. So she went to work. I happened to be off. But when she came back and she saw all the clothes that I put out, she looked. She's like, you go donate all these clothes? I said, babe, listen, this is a competition. If it's our organization, you're not donating more than I'm donating. Even take me to another point. Me and my wife, we have a friendly competition who appreciate each other more. Am I right, babe? It's a friendly competition. And we actually really compete. Who can show each other the most appreciation? That's a great competition within any relationship. Because I'm being honest with y'all now. I'm completely on my purpose. At the end of the day, I know what God needs me to do, and I know it's not about me. So, even with everything going, you know what I mean? You know, Kobe passing, and then the young boy Pop Smoke passing, and then, you know, we got this epidemic with COVID-19. If this don't make you realize, you need to start giving people their flowers now. So at the end of the day, and it's not against anybody, this is solely on my purpose. Solely on my purpose. If you're not giving my flowers now, then you don't need to be around me, because I'm going to give you yours. We're going to give you your flowers. Guarantee you. You come into this organization, you already know. As long as you want to be helped, we got you. Now, if you don't want to be helped, that's something different. Now, I went a little longer than I wanted to, but I really want people to know how genuine we are about literally helping people. We blessed already. I got a great wife. I got a beautiful son. I got beautiful stepkids. You know what I mean? I got beautiful siblings. I got beautiful friends who I call my brother and my sisters. I'm winning already. We want to help other people win. But I know in order to really do it, where my vision's at, I got to continue doing better for myself. Because the better I get, the better everybody around me get, even if they don't know what I'm doing. My bad, you know, babe, I'll be getting caught up on this down and third. Do you have anything to say for the people?
I think you're fine. We're just here to do more, do better, and be better.
Just like that. Got people shirt? Like I said, during this time, me falling back off of social media. And like I said, I got tunnel vision. So a lot of times I can't really look at some of the stuff that's going on. But that's why I'm glad I have my wife, because she get me in tune. But the one thing we got to know about history, everything repeats itself. It's just in a different way. You know what I mean? So you can still have the same mentality, but you got to be able to adjust. Even going back, like I appreciate everything. Going back, playing basketball. You know what I mean? And the one thing I really realized is that people is more in love with your gift. Because when I was playing basketball, I had the love come from everywhere. But when I stopped, that love went. And it caused resentment. I really didn't understand it. But it caused resentment. It did. But then when I got to a point and I understand what it was, I felt like it was me against the world. And I pushed a lot of people away. But there's one of those gaps that I had to bridge. I did. You know what I mean? So even coming to this point in my life, well, it started a little before, I knew what that was. You know what I mean? And it wasn't, and I didn't hold anything against anybody, because that's the only person they knew. They just saw me on the court, dunking, doing this, that, and the third. They didn't know me as a person. So when that love left, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was frustrated. I didn't understand it. It was kind of like another part of death left me. Basketball wasn't my sanctuary like it was. But then when I just start seeing how life progresses itself, and I tell everybody this, a lot of times we look back. Now, the only time I would ever talk about being hypothetical is when I'm looking at something in the past that's going to help me now. So I was hypothetical going back to high school, and I realized I really wasn't putting in the work. Yeah, I was athletic than a lot of my peers or whatever the case is, but the next level was something different. And I really didn't prepare myself like I should have. And I always say to myself, damn, Russ, if you did this, that, and the third, just think about, or I'd be like, damn, if you had the technology now and you could put your own stuff out there, that's something I used to always say to myself. But that's just being hypothetical as far as how it could benefit me. So now, fast forward, and now I got the same opportunity. I feel like, cause I'm creative now, and I got peace, and that's something I learned recently. You know when you about something because you're able to teach it, and I'm able to teach that now. I'm able to teach how I, bridge gaps. And one of the biggest bridges gap for me as being a young person, this is post kids and post marriage, was me accepting the fact that I wasn't going to play professional basketball. But now I got the same opportunity. My sparks is ridiculous. My talent is up. I'm way more prepared than I've ever been. But I got that same feeling back in high school now. So instead of being hypothetical and being on some if, I can still do the same thing now. I just got to do it in a different way. But my mentality is changed. So before anybody doubt what we're doing, just listen to what I'm saying and listen to and look about what we about to do. Because we gonna show y'all. Because at this point, we're not taking any donations because we want y'all to visit the website, but there's still some technicalities within the website to where we can't do it. But we want to see that. We want y'all to see what we started. It's the 4th of BDG, baby. And we ain't turning back. It's a wrap. So y'all either step y'all game up or y'all gonna get exposed. Because I'm telling you, if you're really serious, and like I said, this is a friendly competition. If y'all really serious about helping people, y'all gonna have to show me. Because I'm gonna show you. I promise you. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2,